see if you can help them. I mean, that's the kind of activities you should be focused on. The impact program, that's a tool that's ready to go. We've gotten, I don't know, 500 people already, in the system, several hundred loading contacts. The system's ready to go. So what you need to do is think about how you can utilize that in your business right now to start messaging and communicating with your clients, because it's a real tool that will really help generate business. I would also add that, hey, not that any of you are like me and wait to the last minute to do things like continuing ed and that sort of thing. But if you've got a few minutes, now's a great time to knock that out if you need it this year. Hey, if you find yourself saying, I wish I knew a little bit more about some tool, some product, some message, between Gary Green seminars, BH&G seminars, other industry seminars that are being done virtually, take time to log in and, sharpen your saw. Let's sharpen your saw, because what's going to happen here is, we're going to come out of this thing. Maybe it's 30, 60 days hopefully on the far end of it, but we need to come out ready to go. Right. And, because, we want to be there when the market, really comes back. We want to help people in the interim, and we're going to do business, right? Because the fact of the matter is that there's business being done today. The question is, who's going to do it? And what my view of the world is that it's going to be our realtors that are most likely to grow their business and do the business that's being done today, and be positioned for even more business that's going to be there in the coming months. And we're going to do that because we're ready to go, not because we're sitting in the corner sucking our thumbs, waiting on, the market to pass. And a lot of our competitors will do that, right? So they'll say, well, this will pass, and, I'll just take off, a couple months and I'll come back to it. That's a mistake. You need to be on the front end of this stuff, because what we will come into is a market that won't be exactly like it was when, it started changing the middle of March. So, we need to be there, be present, do all the things that need to be done to work on ourselves and work on our business, so that, we can be the ones doing the business that's being done today, and also the business that'll be there in the future. Because I believe that there will be fundamental changes in individuals' behavior and the market that will look different, whether it's May 1st, June 1st, whenever these, what do they call them? The guidance from the counties and that sort of thing, or state, are lifted. And we need to be aware, relevant, and deal with this stuff with urgency, that we're going to be ready. And I think, that's one thing you may not see from competitors as much, but we're going to try to stay focused, and urgent about helping you build your business during this time, so that you can come out of it stronger, not be wondering, what happened, but rather, in there and doing it. So, those are just some initial thoughts. It's all about engagement. It's all about relevancy. We're going to get through this thing. And, as I told the leadership team, we are going to be a company that comes out of this thing stronger than we went into it. Our agents are going to come out of it stronger than they went into it. And, we will continue to lead the pack in that regard. So, but it's a team sport, as I said in the video, so it takes all of us doing the right things. And, we're here to support you and your families in getting through it, because it is a tough time.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Hey, thanks a bunch, Mark. Does anybody have any questions for Mark? All right, very cool. Well, we do appreciate you being here and being our leader. I'll tell you what, it's I've been with you now 20 years, and I can't think of a better team to be on than with you and Marilyn. So thank you for everything you do.
Well, thank you, Rich. Likewise.
All right, moving right along. There's a new forum that came out. Hopefully you guys saw it. It is not a mandatory form, but we are encouraging it. It's at the discretion or the decision of the seller and the buyer to, if they want to use it. But it will take us out of any kind of liability for speaking on behalf of the safety of walking in the house and making our own forms up. So we're asking that our agents only use this form for the purpose of all parties involved in any kind of showings or access of a property. It's pretty self-explanatory. On the next slide, it kind of goes over the why, when, where, and how, or whatever. And so bottom line is, I think to me, the most important thing is, when is this form to be used? It's whenever the seller or buyer requests its use, right? It's there for the purpose of disclosure, and it will be in the, it's not going to be in zip form, so you're going to have to download it and have it accessible and use it. But please use this form and don't produce anything else that's out there. Karen, you have anything to add?
No, not on this one.
All right, moving right along.
Okay, Get Biz Zooming. So you guys should be now familiar and kind of getting into the routine of our Get Biz Zooming program. And so just a reminder and to reiterate what the program is. It is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 9:30 with Lindsay L. It's just 15 to 20 minutes. It's short little nuggets of ideas and strategies for you guys to grow your business. We're focusing on impact and other marketing features. So I want to make sure you're all taking advantage of that and plugged into our Get Biz Zooming. Upcoming will be Wednesday at 11 o'clock, Impact. Thursday, Lindsay talks about client communication in today's environment. Thursday is our fast track. And Friday, Lindsay talks about geographic farming. Everything is on Back Agent. All the links are on Back Agent. So Impact. So we launched Impact. We are just finishing now week number 1. And so tomorrow we start week 2. So I kind of wanted to recap where we should be. Your profile should be done. Your social media links should be done. Your contacts have been turned into Avery and Jane and Mala for uploading it into Impact, and your signature line should be done. And so if you're not caught up, please reach out to Rich and I, and we'll get you caught up so that way you can start week 2 fresh and ready to run.
And I want to say those social media links, I think I may have mentioned this last week, but in case I didn't, I did mine a couple weeks ago, or at least a week ago anyways. And I'm starting to get automatic posts that come to my cell phone that I can just go ahead and post to my social, and it's pre-generated stuff from the system. So that's one of the set it up and forget about it type of stuff that is so empowering about this program. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other little new tricks and new surprises that come out of that as we move on. But if you're not in it, you guys really, I cannot stress enough how important it is to get up to speed with what we're doing in Impact.
So I kind of wanted to take a pulse right now. How are you? Is there any big challenges that you have before we start week 2? Does anybody have any questions? Are they struggling with anything that we can help you today before we start the next week tomorrow?
Karen, the class you had yesterday was excellent. It helped me a lot.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Anybody else? So everybody's ready to rock and roll for tomorrow then, right? All right. And then just a reminder, if we have any questions regarding Impact, we do not go to Happy Fox. We're going to go to impact@garygreen.com.
Hey, Karen.
Yes.
So we discovered yesterday my whole database got imported and it's all wrong. Like the names are messed up, the spouses are in the comments section. So I don't know. Who do we need to call? I mean, we just need to delete it and do it again ourselves.
I'll tell you what, Jill, send that. Did you send in the database or did we send it in?
No, Abby sent it to Jane.
Okay.
But I mean, we've got over 1,000 people in there.
No, I understand.
We don't have time to go through every single one and fix it.
No, I understand. So let's talk about that after we get done with the meeting. We'll see what we need to do to figure that out. Okay.
Absolutely. I'm going to work on that right away.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Issues that we need to take care of before tomorrow? Awesome sauce. Okay. So resource Zoom meetings. Rich and I put together some Zoom meetings that are kind of sort of like resource rooms. You know, we used to gather in our work room and be able to sort of brainstorm or, you know, help you with your challenges and issues, whatever they may be. And so we can't do that anymore, but we're going to do that now on Zoom. So a couple of things that we're going to start. Mondays, we're going to continue with our sales training, but they will be Zoom trainings. And afterwards, we're going to have an accountability group. So this is totally volunteer, so, an option to hop in on this. And so it's going to be an accountability group that we're going to meet every week. We're going to make a commitment of how many contacts we're going to make, how many deals, how many transactions. This is definitely a coaching accountability group. So for those of you who want to partake, please email Rich and I, and we'll get you guys out your commitments, and we're going to try to start our group next week. And that's going to, after our trainings on Monday. And then on Wednesdays, we're going to have Zoom drop-in. Every Wednesday from 1 to 2, it's just an open forum. You guys can drop in. We're going to discuss anything. It's a resource meeting. So we can talk about share marketing ideas, best practices, any challenges you have with your transactions. This is the time where we can go ahead and do that. It's not covering any particular topic. It's all about you and what's important to you. And then we have our happy hour Zooms are now scheduled. They'll be for 1 hour every other Thursday. And this is our mix and mingle online. So bring your favorite drink to the Zoom meeting. And this is just a time for us to chill and visit. And we're going to have those at 5 o'clock.
Can we figure out a way to be able to play left, right, center?
Actually, we can. There's an app. We can. There is a platform where we can actually play cards and do all kinds of things. So.
All right, cool beans.
And then I kind of wanted to share with you some fun Zoom events. So just like we have some fun in-person events, we have some fun Zoom events. And Wednesday, April 8th, we have Just for Us, Chief Economist Ted Jones. He's going to be joining us virtually, a Zoom meeting just for Gary Green. And then we have also an HAR event, and that's going to be Thursday. And they're going to talk to us about their new video platform and virtual tour platform coming up.
And that's just for Gary Green?
Just for Gary Green.
Nice.
Thanks to Shali and our executive team and Mark. And so the HAR event is an hour-long session where you're going to learn about the new HAR.com live platform. That's going to be a Facebook Live that allows us to host our virtual live open houses and our showings with virtual open houses and video. And so make sure this is, they say seating is limited and we need to register. I have the link here. If I can share the slides out, I will. If not, I'm definitely going to send an email out after the meeting that has these links so you guys can go in right away, right after the meeting, and go and register. Okay, so I kind of wanted to, HAR had a bunch of meetings this week, and so I kind of, if you guys missed it, I just wanted to cover some highlights, just an MLS update on some rumblings and things that you guys are hearing in the industry from HAR. So mid-March, you know, HAR began working remotely. They are providing weekend phone support. You can chat online with the members and member services. Their super center is open if you guys need to buy and order things. You order it online and there's curbside pickup. So if you guys need anything from HAR, you can still get it. Third quarter MLS dues. The deadline has been extended to April 30th. So if you pay your second quarter dues, you're going to be able to receive your third quarter fees waived. So we really, that was, I think the deadline, Rich, was April 15th, and then they extended it to April 30th, right?
I believe so.
And
What
then
happens if you pay for the whole year
you'll still get credit. Yeah, you're gonna receive
for
a,
next year? Okay.
yeah. And so technology, they got a couple of things being launched. Their live streaming platform for hosting live open houses is going to be available Friday, April 10th. And the virtual showings is coming soon. So we want to talk a little bit about the coming soon status link on HAR. So within 1 business day of marketing a property to the public, the listing broker must submit the listing to the MLS. Public marketing includes, but not limited to, flyers displayed in windows, yard signs, digital marketing on public-facing websites, brokerage website displays, digital communication marketing email blasts, multi-brokerage listing sharing networks, and applications available to the general public. In other words, anytime you're going to pre-market a listing, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. It's this coming soon status link that they're going to have available for us. So in other words, don't pre-market your listing until it gets live on the MLS. Rich, did you want to elaborate on anything?
Nope,
On
that
that?
says it all.
Okay. Freezing days on market. So a lot of people have been asking, is HAR going to freeze the days on the market since our market is really slow and the clock keeps ticking on our listing? So the answer they have is no. It's unfair to do this for the homes that are overpriced and sitting on the market. So what they have done is they have this comment here that shows up on the HAR website every time you see a property. It says, due to the current condition of the number of days on HAR may not reflect typical market conditions. And this is what it looks like. So if you guys are on your mobile app and you're starting to look at homes, you're going to start to see this wording right here. And that's what that is. Anybody have been noticing that?
I have.
Okay. So the Houston market. Listings are down, but they're only off by 22% from 2019. Some other areas, like Seattle, are down 50%, a lot worse than we are. But I wanted to kind of focus on our listings and the showings that our listings are getting. So we have good showings on our listings that are hot right now. So I kind of wanted to show those to you guys and recognize some of our hot listings that are on the market. These are going to be great for video tours, doing virtual tours on these for our new agents who need to be working. These are going to be properties that you want to focus on. So our hottest listing is by Teresa Gorowski. It's Menorah Lane. It got 6 showings this past week. A listing I have in Katy got 5 showings this week. Clint Neighbors, Blue Thistle Drive for $295 got 4 showings this week. Velvet Harris, Loddington Street got 4 showings this week. Jamie Connell's West Lock Street, 4 showings this week. Clint Neighbors, Fairfield Falls got 3. Mark Ellis, Lockdale got 3. Margaret Seinfeld Court, that's probably Velvet Harris, 3. Jill Smith, Cottage Cypress, 3. Jill Smith, Moonlit River Drive got 3 showings. So these are our top showings for the week. Below is the top agents showing our listings. These are the agents who are doing a lot of the showings on our listings. If you wanted to look at that list and email them, if you've got price changes coming up, although I think you can do that through centralized showing. Top companies showing our listings. I thought this was fun to look at. These are companies and agents who are showing our listings. And guess what? We are #1. We're showing our own listings, 10 showings. So we have 10%, 11% of the showings on our listings are being done by our own company. I think that's a great nugget to share with sellers, that we show our own listings. So I thought that was pretty positive, good information. So another nugget I wanted to show you about HAR, in an effort to get more transactions. Are you guys checking your bookmarkings? So when you have a listing up and a consumer is out there shopping, they can bookmark your listing. And so you're able to check to see who's doing that, and then you can go ahead and reach out to them. So I'm thinking this might be a little nugget of missed business that you're not paying attention to, and I just wanted to point it out to you. So when you log into your matrix, right here on the left-hand side, you'll see leads and appointments. When you click on that, you come over here to leads drop-down menu, you look for bookmark leads. When you open that, your listings will show up here. And this will show you how many people have bookmarked your listing. So for this listing, 27 people bookmarked this one. On this listing, 51 people bookmarked this listing. I can then go in, and this is everybody who's bookmarked the listing, and I can send them all a message. When I do select all and send a message, this automatically populates in here, but also I can drop in a video link. So for those of you who are doing your virtual tours, or you can do a custom video, you can drop it right in here and then send it to everybody. So this is a great way of capturing folks out there who are actually looking at the listing. So if you got a listing that's been sitting on the market, and you're going to do a price reduction or any of those, this is a great way to reach out to those people.
How far back does this go as far as these people and the inquiries that they're making?
It's for the life of the listing, as soon as the listing comes on.
So if you have listings on there currently, it would be advisable to go in there if you've not already done it and send messages to all these people, right?
Mm-hmm. I can go live and show you how to do that. Would you guys like to see that, or you're good with the tutorial?
Can you tell me, okay, once I saw all the people on there, this is Francis. Okay, then what do I click on from there to send them the message, or what? That's where you lost me there.
Okay, I'm gonna go live. Give me a minute.
Sure.
Okay, do you all see my, whoops, no you don't. Hold on.
Not when you close it out.
I know.
Wrong button.
All right, so you all see my HAR screen, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is where I land, right? So if you go here, leads and appointments.
Okay.
Go here, leads. Bookmarks.
Okay.
Now these are the two listings I have. So I just literally click on it.
Okay.
This brings up all 27 people that have bookmarked it. This is the only information it gives you, but who cares? It is their email address. So I can, what I'm gonna do is this box here clicks everybody on. And I just hit send message. And then I can just send this off. But
Obviously, edit the message, and
we
you know,
really want to edit the message. Yeah, you want to edit this.
private showing,
Mm-hmm.
a virtual showing in this day and age. You know, if you'd like me to go in and videotape it, do Facebook Live, just
Yeah.
there's all kinds of stuff that you can do with this, and hopefully generate some interest from past clients, or from past interest in people that are bookmarking these things.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, use your imagination. I mean, this could be send them an invitation. Hey, I'm doing a virtual open house this weekend. I'm giving away, you know, we have a little giveaway, do a giveaway with it, you know, or hey, this is, you know, we just did a price reduction, or sellers motivated, you know, whatever, you know, this is a great way to keep reaching out to people who showed interest on the property.
Good stuff, Karen. Thank you.
Anybody got questions on that?
I was just saying you could also pick up a buyer that way, possibly.
Yeah, these are leads.
So, I mean, it's sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned on that one.
Yep, absolutely.
Excellent. Okay. Just hold on. I gotta reshare you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just give me a minute to reset.
Who's that?
I know. Just give me a minute to reset, guys. Okay, so getting back to, so that's nugget number one for you guys to get more transactions in your pipeline. The second little nugget I wanted to talk to you guys about to get more transactions in your pipeline is to be really conscious right now about pricing your property and getting price reductions. So we know our market's changing, and we know we're probably going to come to a little bit of a decline, meaning we're going to have a high inventory of homes, maybe slightly lower demand. And when that happens, our pricing gets pushed down. So for those of us with listings that are sitting there right now, you really want to start, sorry, my internet's going crazy. You really want to start sharpening your saw, as Mark would say, in your pricing. You want to be ahead of the market and make sure you position your homes with buy me pricing and not try me pricing. So I kind of have this little burglar guy here, and I've been around a while, and I've been in some down markets, and so part of my coaching and training and my experience has been you do not want to be chasing down other listings and following their pricing. You want to be with the seller that leads the pack. And so by not doing that, you actually can hurt your seller by allowing him to lose more equity than necessary. So I kind of analogy or a little picture I can paint in your heads is picture a seller that, you know, has $50,000 in equity in his bank, right? Or in a bank vault. Picture, you know, $1,000 packets. And the longer the house sits on the market, when we get a flooding of inventory, just picture each one of those packets getting taken away the longer it sits on the market. So by you helping to protect his equity, you want to price it right to get sold quickly and be ahead of the pack. Any questions on that? And then, so another way to make sure you get more transactions in your pipeline is to, I have this flyer that I can send out to you, and it talks about Facebook Live open houses. And this is a lights, camera, action. So a couple of weeks ago, we tried to do our office tour, and you know, that kind of, we ran into some challenges. So,
At least.
So I really loved this piece that BHGRE came out with, and it's definitely a step-by-step of making sure your technology is right, and some great little tidbits on how to make a successful Facebook Live, because we know it can kind of go a little sideways. And so I'm going to share with you guys this flyer. It's definitely a step-by-step, and hopefully that'll help you. And then we've got some great, beautiful templates that came out from BHGRE. I loved this one. This is something I can share with you guys. It comes out in a PowerPoint, so you can totally change it up and put your branding on it, and then save it as a PDF or JPEG, and then share it out on all media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is. And this is just being modern, trendy, in the forefront of letting people know that they can do home tours now from the comfort of their couch. Isn't that a great piece?
Yeah, it is.
And then tips from working from your home. We're all now forced to work from home. And so just making sure that you have a designated workspace for you. You got to kind of create your own little bubble. My coaches used to tell me when I work from home, you got to step into your bubble and just really focus on your business and shut all your surroundings out as if you were in your own private office outside of the house. Taking advantage of platforms that you can share documents virtually. All of our programs with Gary Green work virtually. We are a paperless company. You can do everything from your laptop because of Backagent and you know, the digital signing and DocuSign. And so you guys have it all. And so if you don't know how to do something, please contact me and I can walk you through. You can do a whole transaction from your cell phone, as long as you have an internet connection. So just get with me if if you're having trouble with those. Stay on schedule. Rich has a slide here that talks about a schedule, and then of course taking a break and taking care of yourself. I wanted to share Rich's slide about having a schedule. And Rich, did you want to go over this one?
Yeah, it's pretty basic, but guys, it's something to run off of. You know, bottom line is, and we talked about this yesterday in the team leadership team meeting, get up in the morning with a purpose. Really should be something that you focus on a daily basis. It's too easy to stay in bed and not be productive in the time that we're in. But, you know, the things that we do now to prepare ourselves for when I want to say hopefully the switch turns on or it slowly turns on and additional buyers and sellers start trickling out. It's not that it's totally dead now, but there are some things that you can be doing on a daily basis. So this is kind of a generic timeline of a daily, you know, a time block per se that you can be looking at. Number one is going to be your database. You know, the things that we always let fall to the wayside when things are busy is we don't take the time to really update and make it an efficient database. So gather missing data, make it a goal of 5 to 10 clients every day. You can go on Facebook, and I tried this myself. You can actually go on Facebook. If you don't have anniversaries and birth dates of your clients, go on Facebook and pull up their name and those 3 little dots, just click on those and it'll be search for information of this person basically, and just put in their birthday. And if they posted that on Facebook, now you can update your database with that. So make it a goal to update your database, because some of the things that you can do with that are those set up and forget about it type of anniversary dates that they're getting something from you on a daily, you know, on a weekly or monthly or whatever basis. Social media, you know, be on there for at least 2 hours every day. Post something of value. Doing a weekly video of market condition or just little tidbits or, you know, something fun. Stay in touch and in contact with your Facebook friends, not just liking their posts, but responding to them. The other thing is impact. Impact is incredibly important. You really should be spending a couple hours a day in learning this, practicing the features that are on there, updating your database. And then I'm a big fan of video text messages. Those of you that have texted me here recently are not just getting, you know, type back text messages, but I'll just put my ugly mug on there and send a really quick video response to it. I think that's simple ways to stay connected. But if you're looking at, you know, kind of a timestamp of, and you can obviously add and subtract things on a daily basis, but this is kind of a timestamp of things that you'd be doing Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday, whatever. If you're trying to fumble around and figure out what to do next, at very minimum, this is what you can do. Okay.
So I kind of wanted to just open up forum. This kind of be a cute, fun way to be a little bit interactive. Is there anything, any apps that any of you out there have found from working from home that we could share with others that have helped you? Any aha moments you've learned, anything that you've done now to change your business? Is there anything you're doing now that to get you more transactions that you can share with the group? No?
Anything unique, guys?
Okay. Well, that's okay. If you come across something, do share it. Do share it in our meetings because it'll help everybody.
And I see Jamie's got a question here real quick. On that COVID-19 form, are we to share with our clients now? Yeah, absolutely. I have no problem with that whatsoever.
I'll share one thing. I was having trouble with exporting my database to Impact. It's a nightmare. And Jane confirmed that. So I went on with Karen over the weekend, and she was able to import a lot of my clients from Back Agent over. It was the fastest way to kind of get at least some names in there that are SOI. So Karen is very, very helpful. If you want to get some help, she comes onto your computer and shows you where that URL is, because I had no idea. And I just want to say thank you, Karen, for all your help that you did. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. One of the great shining silver linings coming out of this great technology is Zoom that we have. And then I wanted to finish off on some fun things. And so I want to make sure that we're making an impact in our community. You know, we part of the social media posting that we're doing, I wanted to do something fun, and I want us to really embrace hashtag We Support Local Eats. And so as you guys are out there, you know, ordering out and ordering takeout and supporting our restaurants, please share them with me, tag me. I want to get them up on our Cypress Facebook page and just be a really tight-knit group that shows togetherness, that we're out there supporting our community, if that makes sense. And so so some of you have already been sharing that, but please remember, hey, we're going to go eat out with my family, and just tag me and share me on that. And then I wanted to do a shout out to our, you know, we're realtors, but we also do other things in the community. And I wanted to do a shout out to Leslie. She actually is one of those heroes out there. And she had to do a rescue flight. She went to Lima, Peru, and she did a rescue flight. She flew to the military base and met up with our Marines to fly people that are stranded there back to the US. And so I wanted to do a shout out. If you guys know are doing anything out there, please let us know, and Rich and I can go ahead and brag on you.
I like it. All right, open forum. Anybody have anything they need to announce or want to bring to the table?
I want, this is Debbie. I want to apologize for being late. I was working with a title company on a settlement statement that was in error, so that's why I didn't come in on time. Also, I'd like to shout out a thank you. As you all know, I have asthma. I can't leave the house. And Richard Berry has just been my legs doing everything for me. And it's great to be part of a team where everybody works together. So thank you, Richard.
Appreciate that.
Awesome.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a new listing. It's a listing in Deerfield. It was on the market when it didn't look too great a while back. We took it off. We've done some repairs inside, so it's still at the lowest price in Deerfield for a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, but it looks so much better with new paint, new carpet. So definitely, if you've got anybody who's looking for a good neighborhood and a good price, it's now listed. So go and show. I will also have another, it is vacant. I have a hand washing station set up at the kitchen. So you can wash your hands, throw the paper towels away, take a paper towel to use on switches and doorknobs so you stay fairly safe. I will have another vacant listing coming on the market at the end of the week. It's in Lakemont. So it is a smaller home, about 1,400 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It'll be on at $165, and it's really nice inside. Nice laminate flooring. The kitchen's redone with stainless steel appliances. Carpet's been freshly cleaned. So $165 is a really good price. Let's go and show. It'll be there in just a few days.
Thank
Oh,
you, Lynn.
good deal.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Rich, this is Ginger.
Hey, Ginger.
Hey, I have a listing coming on Thursday in Stonegate on the golf course. It's a 2-story master bedroom down, around 309.5 range. So there'll be a virtual interactive tour online if anybody wants to take a look at that. It'll be up Thursday.
Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. And is that occupied or vacant?
It's occupied.
Okay. Awesome. Anybody else?
Hello,
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Teresa here. I have pineapple hair.
What you got?
Okay, I've got 3 listings coming up, and they're beautiful price points. Everything's going to be somewhere between 200 and probably 230. One's in Stonegate, Canyon Lakes at Stonegate. One's in Copperfield, Middlegate, and the other one is in Hearthstone.
Wow.
So great price points.
And they all listing it during this time. That's great.
They are. Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right. Hey guys, thanks for being here today. Don't forget about all the upcoming trainings. We will send out to you all of the things that we promised today, the links to the different trainings that are coming up in HAR. HAR will be in back agents, so if you want to reference anything that we talked about today, it will be there for your disposal.
Hey, Rich, I do have something pretty cool. It's off topic of real estate or insurance, but it's pretty cool. I find that you might think it's pretty awesome. In my Bible study class last night, you'll never guess who decided to show up.
Debbie Brown.
Eric Ebron, the tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, he's married to one of the guys at our church, his twin sister. So he was on last night.
That's cool.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's my unique news, my cool news for the week.
Well, you guys enjoy. I'm glad you wore your vacation shirts. By the way, mine's from Tamarindo, Costa Rica, which is a surf shop down there. So I'm kind of an expert in that area. So if you ever want to go to Costa Rica, let me know, because it's my favorite place in the whole world. I do want to say something. So there were some questions about the raffle. I just want to reiterate, we're still going to do the raffle. We've kind of postponed the expectation of selling tickets, although if you have the opportunity to sell your tickets, everybody's still on the hook for $200 in sales on those tickets. But we will look at a date. As a matter of fact, we need to get together soon, kind of get the leadership team on a Zoom meeting and make some decisions as to a future date to host the party. I think I was talking to the entertainment company that we booked the band through. They're already getting at least some tentative dates in May and June from their current clients that had to obviously cancel like we did. So I'll be looking for some suggestions, but just be patient with that. If anybody's asked if they won the purse and all that other stuff, just obviously let them know that we are going to still have the drawing. The tickets are still for sale. We'll announce that later date. We just didn't think it was priority at this time. People need to take care of their financial matters and their families. So just wanted to add that to it. Thank you all very much for your time today. If you need anything, we are in the office here to help.
Yep.
Miss you guys.
Yeah, I miss y'all too.
And don't forget about happy hour on Thursday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye. Maybe bye. Hey, Rich, are you still on?